Alright, what's up guys? So I'm gonna be doing another video. This video is gonna be for Windows. I'm gonna do an in-place upgrade of Windows 10 since the support for Windows 10 updates is gonna end on what, October 14th. Let's look it up. Windows 10 last support date. So let's see, according to this, Windows 10 Home and Pro reached the official end support on October 14th. So today's the 8th, at least where I'm at. That's 6 days from now, so October 14th is the last day. But I think even though it ends there, the Windows 10 updates, you can still use Windows 10, but you're not going to get any updates or support for that. So you can keep using it, it's just not gonna be but I'm gonna show you guys how to do an in-place upgrade from Windows 10 to 11. I'm gonna use my PC as a sacrifice, so even if all of my data gets deleted on this, just in case, I already backed it up on my hard drive. See, this is an external enclosure that I can like swap hard drives or SSDs, which is the 2.5-inch one. This one holds 1 terabyte, the one I put in this. And this one is an M.2, SSD. This one has 2 terabytes, so that's 3 terabytes in total. I already backed everything up in these two. So they plug in via USB through 3.0, so they're pretty fast. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sacrifice my PC and see if it works, and hopefully it does. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this thing. So like it says, after which Microsoft no longer provides free security and technical updates, a version of Windows 10 22H2 was the final version and support date ended on that date. No more free updates, technical support ends, upgrade to Windows. So here's what you can do right here. You can either upgrade to Windows 11 if your device meets the technical requirements. Upgrading to Windows 11 is recommended for a modern, secure, and efficient computing experience. So if your PC can handle it, or a laptop, go ahead and upgrade to Windows 11. But if your PC is an older hardware and it's unable to upgrade to Windows 11, here's the other, which is sucks though. A lot of people are mad about being unable to upgrade their older hardware. Even though it has Windows, it was able to upgrade for Windows from Windows 7 to Windows 10, but now it's unable to upgrade operating systems from Windows 10 to 11, which really is like, I don't know what Microsoft's thinking when they, it's like it's funny though, because in Xbox, which Microsoft owns, supports backwards compatibility, right, with games. Xbox 360 and all that, playing in their newer systems like Xbox Series X. But when it comes to their computers, it doesn't support backwards compatibility with operating systems like Windows, with like in this case, older computers not being able to handle Windows 11. Like, what the heck happened? Is it the bloatware? Is it too much crap included with Windows 11? Is it just, does it require that much processing power to operate? Like, what the heck's happening over there? Microsoft, come on now. So here's the alternate. If you can upgrade to Windows 11, here's a temporary solution. Enroll in extended security updates, ESU. I don't know if you need to pay for this, so I think you might need to pay for that. See, you can enroll in the paid ESU program for 1 additional year of security updates until October 2026. This option is available through the Windows Update settings. Or here's the last resort, which is like what a lot of people are mad about. Replace your device. If your PC isn't compatible with Windows 11, you may need to replace it with a new device that supports the latest operating system. So there you go. They want you to buy new hardware. Buy a new laptop, computer with the latest, the latest systems. With the latest hardware, more powerful CPU and SSDs and HDDs and all that. Solid state drives or M.2 drives. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice this for you guys. Hopefully it ends up well, but if not, then oh well. I'm gonna end up losing all my stuff, and I'm gonna have to reinstall everything, which is fine. Like I said, it's fine. I'm gonna use my, like I said, PC as a sacrifice. So first, what you want to do is go right here, and then you're gonna click updates, see check for updates, open check for updates, and then we're gonna expand this. There you go. See, Windows 11 version 24H is ready and it's free. I think mine is compatible because I got a pretty powerful computer. I got 64 gigs of RAM, pretty like CPU's an i7 8700K. I guess that supports it. And then my my motherboard is a Z370P Asus Prime. So let's go ahead and check for updates. That's what we're gonna do first. And already updated it like not too long ago. I think yesterday. Okay, it's updating. Intelligence, Microsoft Defender, antivirus. So yeah, my computer is just fine. I mean, it updates. It's still updating. So let's check again one more time. There you go. So now we're gonna check. Let's look at this. I don't know what's gonna happen if I click on this. Let's see something. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this. So when I click on this, it opens up this. See, it says we're on Microsoft.com right now. It says inside this update, the latest Windows 11 2025 update builds on the innovation introduced in the 2024 release, delivering a more polished, secure, intelligent Windows experience. While this update doesn't introduce major new features, it activates enhancements that have been gradually rolled out over the past year, ensuring a device is up to date with the latest refinements. Built by listening to our feedback, this update also increased security to ensure safer, more reliable experience. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and disable my, how do you call that? My Avast right here. Right click on that, manage shields. I'm gonna disable all of them. Yeah, that way it's not gonna interfere with this. One more time. Okay, we're good. So now that I disabled my what do you call that? My antivirus software. That way it doesn't interfere. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this thing. You can either click on this, it'll download and install, but I'm gonna do a different method. I'm not gonna do it that way because. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go here. We're gonna go ahead and go to Opera GX. Okay, close this. I'm gonna type in Windows 11 Media Creation Tool. There. Media Creation. So you're gonna go ahead and go here to download Windows 11, which is Microsoft.com. I'm gonna do it this way because I want to be able to, like did what I did when I did the in-place upgrade. So it's more secure or something. So and then I'm gonna need a external, what do you call that? An external storage for that. I'm gonna use a USB, which is my SanDisk. So I'll be back. I'm just gonna grab that real quick. Okay, yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wait. Look at something. All right, guys. So this is the one I'm talking about. I grabbed it because it was stored away. See, it is a SanDisk 128 gigabyte, 120 gigs of storage there. That was kind of hard to see. This is basically a USB thumb drive. So it's SanDisk. This is pretty good. So far I have no problem with this. So I'm gonna use this to store the media creation tool for Windows 11 so that I can do an in-place upgrade. So this is pretty much empty. I already backed up the data in this because I also use this as a backup for smaller files. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in my USB slot here in my computer. There you go. There you go. It says external drive connected. So let's go ahead and check if it plugged in properly. Okay. So let's see. Right here, Neo Thumb Drive G. See, its folder is empty. So yeah. So there you go. Go ahead and close it. So now it's empty. That's, like I said, it's 120 gigs or 100, something like that. I forgot exactly the exact size, but I bought it on Amazon. So now I'm gonna choose which one I'm gonna do. It's a best option for installing Windows on the device you're currently using. Click download now to get started. Windows 11 installation assistant doesn't run on an ARM-based PC. It only works for x64 processors. So we're gonna see if you want to perform a reinstall or install Windows 11 on a new or used PC. This option to download the media creation tool to make a bootable USB or DVD drive. Windows 11 creation tool can be used to create installation media for Windows 11 disk image. Want to create a bootable installation media USB drive or create a virtual machine. So I'm trying to see which one's the best. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose one of these three. So you can either choose this one. This one's if you want to do a fresh installation right here. So you reinstall or clean install. But what I'm gonna do is choose this one right here. Download Windows 11 disk image for x64 devices. This option is for users that want to create a bootable installation media, USB flash drive, DVD, or create a virtual machine ISO file to install Windows 11. This download is a multi-edition ISO which uses your product key to unlock the correct edition. So I'm gonna choose this arrow and then I'm gonna choose Windows 11 multi-edition ISO for x64 devices. So I'm gonna click that. It says before you begin downloading an ISO, so you click on this arrow to learn more. Internet connection is needed, sufficient data storage, a blank DVD disc with at least 8GB DVD burner. So, but what I'm using is a USB, so thumb drive. Thumb drive. If you receive a disk image, so the PC won't install Windows 11. Has a 64-bit CPU. Okay, I got that. Can run 64-bit CPU. See if your PC has one. Go to system or search. With system requirements, not all devices running Windows 10 are eligible. Oh yeah, one thing I did was I also update my BIOS. If you guys need help, I can put that is in the description if you guys want to know how to upgrade or update the BIOS for your PC or or a laptop. But it's gonna be different for every PC though. Not every PC will have the same type of motherboard. So make sure your motherboard is the correct, it has the right, you can get the BIOS, the right BIOS for the motherboard. It's not recommended. May result in compatibility issues. See, so you can read all that. You can click on Windows 11 specifications to see right here. This is what you need. So you need a processor 1 GHz or faster with 2 or more cores and a compatible. I got an i7 8700K with 6 cores and something like that, and 12 or 6 cores, so that's 12 threads or something like that. RAM, I got 64 gigs of RAM. Storage, I got more than 64 gigabytes. System firmware, UEFI secure boot capable. And then you got the TPM. I am gonna have to make a video on this, how to enable TPM, but mine's already enabled because I updated the BIOS. And then you got the graphics card, the RegSec 12 or later with WDDM 2.0 driver, high definition 720. Okay, I think that's okay. So now let's go ahead and do this. Want to install Windows from the ISO file, we can do so by mounting the ISO file. Okay, whatever. Go ahead and confirm. Wait, what the? Okay, let's try again. I'm gonna get in, select download Windows 11 multi-edition ISO, confirm. Okay, I'll make sure you're logged into your Windows account. That's what I was wrong. So I was using Microsoft Edge, and then you need to be logged in with your, your Microsoft account on Microsoft Edge. So now I'm using Microsoft Edge OH browser instead of Opera GX. I switched to Microsoft Edge. Might as well, cause okay. So I confirmed it. You will need to choose the same language when you install Windows. To see what language you're currently using, go to Time. Choose one. Language in PC settings, region and control panel. Okay, so mine's basically English United States, so I'm gonna choose English. So I'm gonna scroll down here, English United States, then I'm gonna confirm again. Some more download options. Oh, okay, that's something else. Then need to confirm. Wait for this thing, and then now we have another link. It says download Windows 11 English 64-bit download. Verify your download. Links valid for 24 hours from time of creation. Link expires 2025 10/9. So tomorrow. Verify if you like to verify the data integrity of data, you can follow these steps. I don't think I need to verify it. Let's go ahead and 64-bit download. Click on that, and there you go. It's downloading it, and just wait for the the blue bar to fill up. It takes about 4 or 5 minutes for mine, depending on your internet speed. So if you're using Wi-Fi or broadband, I don't know, it might be faster, whichever. So just wait for it, and then we're just gonna keep on doing. Just scroll back. So yeah, like I said, depends if you have x64 bit. This is what you do. So I think most people today now uses 64-bit systems instead of the 32-bit, older 32-bit. I remember using that way back in the 2000s, like 2000 to 2000. When did I stop using it? Like 2000. I don't know, 2007. That's when I switched. Got my own computer that I built, and then it was an e-machine that I upgraded some parts into it. That was when I first got into PC and PC building, 2007, 2008. So it was an e-machine. I think I replaced the graphics card on that and the hard drive. Yeah, it was different back then. I mean, it's like old. Even during that time, it's almost like ancient hardware. It's not like the computers we have nowadays. More modern towers. Back then, you could replace the. No, wait, I didn't have a DVD drive. I had a CD-ROM drive. I replaced that with a DVD drive as well, if I remember. You could swap it. That's before everything was replaced with mostly. Now most computers and most laptops like Chromebooks and no longer uses disk drives or DVD drives or Blu-ray drives. Even the Blu-ray drives being phased out. So that's sad, because everybody keeps on saying that digital is the way to go. Digital is the future. And of course, it's not really a good idea. Not good idea. It's not really as optimistic. Think about in mostly. It's not really like, I know people trying to be optimistic about the future, about advancing technology, but it's really not really all 100% positive when it comes to just having an all digital future. Sometimes it's best. I know some people are gonna say, even if you have the because it comes to games like for example the Switch SD cards, the game cards only have the codes in it, the one you redeem, it only has a code that you redeem. It doesn't have the actual data on the SD card. So that's the thing they're talking about, that even if you buy it, but what I'm talking about is we need the actual whole game in the card or the disc. We don't need a partial installation of half the game and then half is downloaded. No, we want the whole game in there. And it needs to be, it doesn't need to be freaking, have a freaking DRM that can only be accessed once it's connected to the servers of the developers or the company, the game company or whatever. It needs to be activated by your own system, not by connecting to the internet. It needs to have offline activation. Even if you have to put the activation codes in the game case, that's what it needs. No, I don't support that all digital crap. Nah, nope. People keep promoting that crap, and I got into arguments with people on the comments, especially on my gaming channel. People trying to promote, saying that no, most games are nowadays need to be like, get out of here with that bull. Get out of here, man. If you want to support that all digital future, that's on you, man. I ain't gonna support it. That's you. That's not me. Like I said, I do own a lot of digital games on Steam and GOG, so I can't really hate. But I own both physical and digital. One thing. GOG is the best representation of offline installers. You own the game, you download the offline installer. You can install that even if you don't have internet access. You burn that game on a disk, or you store it on a whatever, SD card or the disk drive or a hard drive, and you can play it offline, install it offline. That's why it's called an offline installer, because it downloads the whole game into that. It'll be huge, of course, as long as your storage is big enough to hold that game. That's what I like about GOG, good old games. Unlike Steam or any other where you need to freaking have constant online access. And of course, consoles nowadays are online access to. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Open this, and then now we got this ISO file which needs to be mounted. Let's go and take a look on this real quick. Okay, here's the instructions. If you install Windows 11 directly from without, you can do so by mounting the ISO file. To mount the ISO file, upgrade your current operating system to Windows 11. Go to the location where you download the ISO file. Properties, you can mount it. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna access that one we just opened right here. We're gonna open it. Okay, and then when you see this, click open. Okay, now it's mounted. I think it's mounted. So now click that, and then this will show up right here. We're gonna click on open the folder to view files. Then we're gonna choose setup right here. Double click on setup, and you see, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Click yes. Well, it's not gonna show up on my screen, but it'll show up on you guys. And then you'll see this screen right here. It says install Windows 11. Setup will go online to get updates, drivers, and optional features. These updates will help the installation go smoothly and can include important fixes, updated device drivers, and additional files which are not on the installation media. And then I want to help make the installation better. Okay, whatever. Then next, because we need that to update anyway to the latest version. Now it's checking for updates. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous because I hope this just goes smoothly. Like, I'm sacrificing my PC for you guys. I know I got everything backed up, so I don't really have anything to be afraid of. But still, it's gonna suck having to reinstall everything. I don't mind doing it. I'm just saying it's gonna be annoying if you have to do that. But if it goes smoothly and without any problems, then I'll be cool with that as well. If it just goes as smoothly as the in-place upgrade I did on the last video, when I did that for Windows 10 in order to fix the update error, because I keep getting an update error last time. In order to fix it, I did an in-place upgrade which fixed it. So then it was able to download the updates after doing that in-place upgrade, and I didn't lose any files. I get to keep my folders, my games, my music, my MP3 files, my images, my pictures, everything was intact and working properly. So if you want to read all this, thank you for choosing Microsoft. Just scroll down, click accept, making sure you're ready to install. I'm gonna go ahead and close the. And should I close? Okay. So just wait for this percentage checking for updates 34. No. Just like I said, make sure you back it up. Don't trust that everything's gonna go smoothly. Never do that. It even tells you. If you don't think, if it tells you that, you know, even if it doesn't say that, you don't need to back it up, and don't listen to that kind of what do you call that, advice from devices. Make sure you use your own judgment. You know, back it up, put it on external storage, an external hard drive, or like for example, see, look at this. This is a hard disk drive, a 2 terabyte hard disk drive. There, that's really old. This one's what, 2013, and it still works. I think it might die soon, but I've had this since 2013 on my previous computer, and I still use it to this day. All I did was defrag it. Sometimes I store temporary data in this, but I don't trust this either, because after storing it here, what I do is transfer it to because I use an external enclosure for this. See, it plugs in like that. And then I got another one like this. The other one's a Toshiba. Wait, was it a Toshiba? See, I'll show you guys. Here's the other one. See, I got a second one. Yeah, it's a Toshiba. But see, that's also 2 terabytes. I got 2 of them. These are hard disk drives, old-fashioned hard disk drives. These are not the solid state drives, but the older. Goes to show you these are very durable, because this one is 2018. Right there, 2018, the date. So this one's January 2018, the Toshiba one, and this one's 2013, and both of them works. This one's Western Digital, WD Green. I've removed both of these from my older computers, like I said. This one's from a computer that I got way back in those years. I can't remember. This one I got it from my other one. The one, my previous computer, from the one I have right now, which I both still own. If you guys are looking behind me, right, I mean right here, you guys see that? Those are computer towers. The white one is a compact computer from way back in the 2000s, and the one on beside that is my other tower that I've removed my other hard drives, like the one I showed you guys. And that one is still working. I'm just trying to show you guys that those things are durable. Hard drives, hard disk drives are very durable. So, and not only the hard drives, this are durable if you take care of them, store them somewhere where it won't have any moisture or heat, or you know, it doesn't affect the weather. Like, just put it on a box and put it on your closet, and it'll last for years. As long as dust doesn't get into it, it'll last forever. Who knows, maybe it might last 25 years, 50 years. You never know, you know. I mean, some drives fail, but if you take care of it and just store it, and you know, I think because I barely use those drives, like whenever I play video games, I don't really do a lot of read and write, transferring data back and forth back then. That's why they're still working properly now. This one's taking a little bit of time, I think, because of the updates. But like I said, these hard drives last forever. You know, like I said, these ones I've already removed from my older computers. So over the course of using computers since the 2000s and even the late 90s, 98, I think first time I used a computer was back in the 90s. But that was when I didn't own a computer, because we had a computer at school, and they teach us how to use a computer. And then I was still, I think, way on. I think I was in Was it elementary or before elementary? I was already in elementary and I was already using a computer. It's the first time I saw a floppy disk. And everything was in MS-DOS or some crap like that. I don't even know. It's like a whole different language. I didn't understand any of it. As I got older, it became more, started making more sense. And then I got introduced to compact computers in the 2000s, the Me edition, Windows Me. Then Windows XP, Windows 7. Windows XP was really good. Windows 7, I like that too, operating system. And then I got my E-machines, 2006, 2007. 2007, I think. That's when I truly had my own computer. And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This has got to be probably my 5th computer right here. I know you guys can't see it, but it's right here. The one I'm using right now to make this video is, this tower. And this tower's pretty old too. I've had this back in 2019. So it's over 5 years old. 6 years old. And then my laptop was what, 2018, 2017, 2018? I can't remember. It's got to be one of those, 2017 I think, or 2018. That's when I had my gaming laptop. That was the first time I bought a gaming laptop. I've used laptops before, but when I bought this MSI GE62VR Apache Pro MSI laptop that I have somewhere here in the back. That's the first time. So I bought that gaming laptop before I bought this gaming PC tower, which is my 5th one. Because laptops are just not good enough. PC towers are just the ones meant for, like if you're really hardcore gaming, laptops are not the way to go. Because of the cooling. Laptops have an issue when it comes to cooling. And when you're trying to game and stream, laptops just can't handle all that stress. Unless you can somehow water cool or put a fan in there to keep your temperatures cool so that you can keep your CPU cool and because right now this tower I got fans pointed on my hard drive, my M.2, my everything. It's got fans all over the place, like 1, 2, 3. There's 3 fans here, then 1 fan for the CPU, so that's 4 fans in total. You can't put giant fans like these on a, like big square fans like that. You can't put that on a laptop. So unless you got a heating pad or the one you put under the laptop to keep it cool, it's not gonna cool on its own. Even the fans that are built into it, which are really small, it's like that big. Those little fans that cool your CPU and GPUs are not enough either. So like I said, it's better to have a tower. Like I said, if you're streaming, live streaming, recording videos, PC towers are the way to go because it's just better cooling. And you can upgrade it. It's better at upgrading. You can replace the CPU, the hard drives, and the RAM. You can upgrade or replace the power supply. Unlike laptops, which uses batteries, that's an issue. A whole another issue. Because if that battery died, it might not work. Your laptop might not work. It might require a battery to work. Unless you got an external power supply that you use instead of the battery, right? Because I got a power supply adapter. But that one, that one's, like I said, laptops are harder to upgrade. You can't replace the CPU or the GPU. The only thing that's replaceable in mine is the RAM and the storage. You can replace the hard drive with a solid state drive, or you can replace the you can use M.2's SATA or the high-speed one, M.2 NVMe or M.2 SATA. Mine's a dual combo, so it uses both. But this PC tower can use everything, so it's much better. Like I said, you can do a lot with this. And this one's taking a lot longer, so it's just may take a few minutes. I don't know, it's doing something. Just wait for it. It's at 46%. It's doing its thing. I don't know. Just wait for it. Go to the. Okay, it's doing something. Please wait. That's when I was about to. Okay, so please wait. It's probably doing because of all the updates and all this stuff. It's probably, of course, it's gonna restart your system and do that thing. See right here, it says Windows 10 ends in support ends in October 2025. So it's this month. I'm not really doing this out of FOMO. Make sure your PC has enough space. Okay, that's good. I got plenty of space. I got like 3 storages. I got an 2 terabyte SK Hynix M.2 NVMe on this tower. I got a solid state drive 2 terabyte Samsung QVO something 970. What is it? 870 something QV. Then I got a 16 terabyte hard disk drive. I think it's a Toshiba. It's also inside the tower. So all those are plugged in by SATA. But the NVMe is plugged in by the PCIe. So it's high speed. But okay, let's get on with this. It says ready to install. You won't be able to use your PC during installation. Save and close your files before you begin. To recap, you've chosen to install Windows 11 Home. Keep personal files and apps. Certain apps and features may have additional requirements. So let's check this. Change what to keep. So you can choose one of these. You can either keep personal files and apps, which is what I want to do. You'll be able to manage your Windows settings. Keep personal files only. Your settings and apps will be deleted, but your files will be kept. So it'll delete the apps, but all your files will be, like, files basically means your videos, your games like Steam, GOG, your pictures, images, screenshots, your music files, whatever, MP3s, whatever format, WMV, Windows Media, whatever, music, your whatever files you're using, and all the stuff. But all your apps will be deleted though, I think it's gonna delete Steam and GOG if it's installed. But mine's installed on my external SSD, so it's not really installed on my... Well, it's not external, it's internal, but it's a separate drive from this drive. From this main drive, because I got everything installed on my NVMe right now. And you can choose nothing, everything will be deleted, including files. So this is going to delete everything. Complete, clean wipeout. Make sure you choose what you want. So if you want to keep everything, including your apps and files, choose this one. So we're gonna keep it as it is, keep personal files and apps, and then click next. So yeah, just do that. That's the same thing I did with Windows 10 in-place upgrade. So all basically it did was reinstall Windows 10 on top of Windows 10. What I'm doing right now is installing Windows 11 on top of Windows 10, which I don't know what's gonna happen, which I'm a little bit nervous. Like I said, I'm not nervous in the fact that I'm gonna lose my files. I'm just nervous in the fact that if this deletes everything, or if it fails, then I'm gonna have to do it everything, I'm gonna have to restart everything and all that, which is annoying because I don't want to lose my settings. I don't really mind reinstalling everything, but it's gonna take several days to do so. Especially I already got a ton of stuff installed in this drive. Most of my Steam games and GOG are installed on my SSD, so it's separate from my this drive right here that I'm using is separate from my games, because this one's my SK Hynix Gold NVMe 2 terabyte, and my Steam and GOG games are installed on my Samsung. So those are 2 separate things. So even if I lose everything here, they're still on that. It's not like it's hard to re-download everything from Steam or GOG, because I got everything saved there. So even if I lose all the games from my Samsung drive, I can just download them again or reinstall Steam and then log in, install the Steam app, re-download all the games, which will probably take some time. But like I said, I don't mind doing all that. It's just annoying to redo everything, because what I want to do is just have a smooth, operation when I'm doing this. I want it to be a smooth takeoff. It's like when you're trying to ride an airplane. You want to be boarded, everything properly, your luggage stored, like your files stored properly, your luggage are stored either on the plane, where you check it in, the baggage claim area where it gets stored in the plane somewhere in the bottom, I think, or you can store it on those top areas that the flight attendants closes. So it's like that, everything's stored. Find your way to the plane and then find your seat number, and then smooth sailing. You buckle up, hopefully everything goes smoothly. You don't end up with a crash, like a computer crash in this case. And then you go to your destination, just like how your files and this installation process that gets to its destination, in this case my computer, or in this case the drive that I'm installing this OS in-place upgrade I'm installing into. Smooth sailing, smooth flight, whatever. Same thing, it's like I'm not saying it's the same thing, it's just it's like a similarity when it comes to the concept of all I'm doing is trying to do a metaphor when it comes to these, explaining computer terms when it comes to real life terms. Smooth sailing, basically. Smooth sailing, smooth flight. If you're a ship, hopefully your ship gets to its destination, and all those those cargoes and the people on board gets to their destination, safely and without any issues. Hopefully, it's like in this case, my files don't get lost or deleted or sinks or crash. If you're talking about sailing or flying, hopefully my PC doesn't crash or my files don't get deleted. So, because I chose to keep all my files and apps, and now we're gonna experiment with Windows 11 if it works properly, because I'm gonna see if all the old games work, because I got all my I got all my encoding, my codecs, my those encoders that I basically install a lot of those things, like DirectX and redistributable, x86 or x64, so that some older games can work on newer. Hopefully those things still work and it doesn't affect it. Or what's the other one, the .NET framework, I think that's another one I installed. Hopefully those are still able to function properly even with Windows 11, because I heard some people complaining about older games working on Windows 11 having issues and not working properly. So that's what I keep having comments on with my gaming channel, not this one. But okay, let's see. Ready to install. You won't be able to use your PC during installation. Save, close to recap. Okay, let's go ahead and install it. Alright, wish me luck. Okay, I've been ranting long enough and now we can go. So Windows 11, keep personal files and apps. Let's go ahead and install it. Okay, so you can see, if you guys want to look, there you go. It's doing the thing. Installing Windows 11. Your PC will restart several times. This may take a while. I'm gonna go ahead and right. Hopefully this works. Now we're on this screen. As you guys can see, I forgot to mention, you can see up here, you can see the percentage, 5%. Just wait for that. It'll restart and do the thing. Then. Alright guys, so I'm using my phone to record this. As you can see, it's installing Windows 11. Your PC will restart several times. This might take a while. 14% complete. So hopefully this works without any issues. That's the whole this whole thing is supposed to be about without any hitch or issues. See, I'm just looking at my monitor. And if you guys want to see my second monitor, this is the monitor I use when I play PlayStation games or PlayStation 3, 4, Nintendo, you know, all my console systems, Xbox 360, you know, I use this second monitor. And see, I'm using it right now as a second monitor for my PC as well, because I can change it from, you know, like change the HDMI, the signal from the installed on the back is HDMI cable plugged in. There's two of them. I can change that. And right now, you know, this is how I'm able to look at it from the second monitor. I'm using OBS. That's why I'm able to do a direct screen capture. You know, and this is also what I use to live stream. OBS. You know, it's free. You can download it yourself. And this is the webcam I use right here. See, that's why you can see me move around there. See, peace. So yeah, that's the one. And you know, like I said, live start streaming or start recording. And of course, you can change the size of this and move it around like this. You know, move that around. You can enlarge it or not, whatever. Add more stuff. You can add another image. So I put these here and logos and this GIF. I added that GIF. What was that? There's something in there. Ah, whatever. So yeah. So you can also see what I'm seeing here because I'm using a, what is it? Display capture of the full screen. Display capture down here. I got it enabled, which is called, yeah, display capture right here, which is, it captures the whole screen of this monitor. So, and then you can place that here. That way you can see the whole screen. 37% complete. So just wait for it. You know, just be patient. You know, it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna restart. And you know, I don't know if I should close this. I'm just gonna let it close it itself, and then, you know, whatever. Because once this restarts, it's also gonna restart this. So I don't know if I should. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and close this. It's gonna restart anyway, so it doesn't matter. Got this wallpaper of Darksiders 4. Because it was announced not too long ago. They're currently developing a new Darksiders game. THQ Nordic, you know, they're the new team with this upcoming game. The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse right there. Pretty badass wallpaper. I got that here and also got it here. So yeah, badass, man. There's war, there's death, there's fury, and then there's strife right here. So yeah, this is the first game, second game, the third game, and he was on that Genesis game. I haven't played that yet. I need to play that soon because that game I heard has war and strife both playable. But what I really wanted a standalone single game for Strife, you know, like a third-person shooter type game. You know, like I'm thinking something similar to Gungrave Gore, or like a Devil May Cry type, you know, wielding guns. But you know, he could switch guns and use some melee, but mostly gun, because he's a gun type, right? See. Now let's go back here. 55% complete. So yeah. Just wait for it. You know, like I said, here's my tower. See. Got all my stuff plugged in. Here's the USB thumb drive, 128 gigs. SanDisk. And there you go. Just want to see inside. There you go. There's the inside of my PC. See. There's my my SSDs and hard disk drives. My M.2 is down here under the graphics card. It's kind of hard to see from here. Okay, I was thinking quite a bit. Hopefully this just goes smoothly like I said. I didn't really choose to delete anything, but I don't know what it's gonna delete or keep. That's the issue. Like you're just, leaving everything to chance. Hopefully all your files are intact once this is over, this whole thing. So that way, before the Windows 10 update support is over, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing. I want to see what all the fuzz is about when it comes to the read and write issues, where every data was gone or something. It's deleted. Because of the Phison type drives. I never used those. Because I mostly use Toshiba, Western Digital, SK Hynix, Samsung. Those are mostly the ones I use. I think I have a Sony. Wait, I don't know if I have a Sony one, but 90% complete, so we're getting close. Okay, we just gotta. We might restart a few times. Like I said, restart several times, but I don't know. It took quite a while too to download the updates and all that. Alright guys, so it's already at 92% complete. It's gonna take a while, like I said. It's just you're gonna have to be patient with it, If you really you're trying to do this update or upgrade, just be patient with it. Don't want to rush this. Also make sure you have internet access when you're doing it too. Right now I'm connected via Wi-Fi. I think it's recommended to be connected via broadband if you can. It's much more secure, because you might get disconnected if you're using Wi-Fi, but it's usually no problem, because when I live stream on Twitch I use my Wi-Fi and I never had issues. I guess it depends on how strong your signal is and how weak or strong it is, and how how it's able to maintain that connection constantly, non-stop. If you live in an area with weak internet signal and weak Wi-Fi, then that's gonna be a big problem. There's already a problem in live streaming, but it's even more problematic when you're trying to do like an update that requires internet access. Either doing something like this with OS operating system upgrade or updates, or you're updating your like I said, if you're gaming on using Steam, GOG, or Epic Games or something, you download games from those apps and then you got disconnected, then bad luck, because you're gonna have to wait till you got a connection again to be able to continue downloading the game, especially if it's a huge game. Let's say you're trying to download a 20 gigabyte or 30 gigabyte game from Steam. You really need good internet to begin with. I heard that fiber internet is fast, but I don't think every household has fiber internet. Fiber, that's like super fast internet that's faster than the broadband one. I don't know, I think there's even a more faster internet that they're trying to develop right now. It's supposed to be like super fast. I don't know, I forgot which country it has. Was it Japan or South Korea? I gotta look it up. They said that it's able to download, I don't know, everything on Netflix in an instant. That's how fast it was. Imagine, downloading every Steam game all at once, but where are you gonna store it? Yeah, you can have high speed, super fast, light speed internet, but if you don't have the storage capacity to store it, where are you gonna store it? You're gonna need a gigantic storage, like a drive, like a server drive, like a server. You might as well get a server. Store everything on multiple drives. 93%. We're getting there. Oh, jeez. It's taking longer than I thought. I thought it's gonna be quick, but it's taking quite a while. Quite longer than I thought. 95. Your PC will restart in a few moments. Okay. All right. We're at the first restart. I wonder what it's gonna look like though once it's done. I heard people say it's ugly because now it's in the bottom. Because I was using my family's newer laptop and it looked weird. They said, see, okay, it's restarting because all the what do you call that? The pinned icons are on the bottom in the middle, and the start is no longer on this side. It's I don't know. It just looks fun. It looks weird. So now it's restarting. Okay, just doing this thing. Okay, we're at this part. Asus. Yeah, I got Asus. Motherboard, I mean. Asus Prime. Ooh, the loading part looks different. Oh wait, no, maybe not. Normally it's like dots. Now it's just one solid line. Ooh, looks interesting. Working on updates. Ooh, okay, that's new. Computer may restart a few times. So you can see the screen is gone too, because it restarted. Because it restarts the whole thing, so it'll restart both. So you make sure you close everything and save everything, even on this side, because you're gonna lose it if you don't save your data. Okay, 61%. Like I said, it's taking longer than I thought. Maybe because it's a huge size, which the OS is pretty huge, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I got plenty of storage, more than the recommended amount. That is. Also, I didn't need to upgrade my to like what is it, enabled, because I already updated my BIOS. By doing that, it basically what do you call that, enabled it on its own. But I'm gonna make another video on how to enable TPM 2.0 for those who want to know how to do it. The only issue basically is for people who have hardware that are not compatible, can't handle Windows 11. Working on updates, 64%. Script your computer on. %. I'm both excited and nervous. This is gonna work properly or function properly. Please wait. Okay, we're back here. Oh, sweet. So far, now I just gotta log in. Okay, so it's doing this whole deal, getting things ready for you like it's brand new. I mean, it is new, but I don't know how much of it kept or deleted or whatnot. But it kept the wallpaper. The wallpaper from. This may take a few minutes. Don't turn off your PC. Like I said, I did this method, like I said, because I wanted to keep everything. So I didn't click, like when you look at the check for updates and then it says install Windows 11. I didn't do it that way by clicking on that. So I'm not sure if it's gonna keep everything. So I did the in-place upgrade instead. So I did it this method. Okay, it's doing its thing. Oh, there's something on this side. Where do I like? I like the blue. The blue hue, whatever. Dark blue. Almost there. Okay, we're back. Oh, it's ugly. No, I'm just kidding. See, look, that's what I was talking about. It's like the laptop that I use for my family member. Now it's weird. It is. It looks weird. I'm gonna go. Wait, let me see. How do you get rid of this part? Okay. Look at that. Well, everything looks the same. So I'm happy about that. I got my wallpaper, all my files. My games are still there. Look at that. Look at all this. And some of the games I removed because I already finished it. And yeah, I just recently uninstalled Steel Hunters because it ended today, October 8th. Rest in peace, Steel Hunters. Oh well. Look at that. It's now in the middle. I mean, I don't mind as long as it's still functional. Looks kind of weird though. Right, it's still the same there. Just right click. I can't right click? Okay, I can right click. A little bit delayed. View, refresh. Let's look at display settings. Okay. I don't know what really changed. Let's see, let's look at the thing here. Okay, let's look at the RAM usage. 10%. This CPU, let's look at the 132 degrees Fahrenheit, 96, 89, 84. Maybe because it restarted, so it's a little bit high. It should go down, right? Like I said, I'm satisfied because, like I said, the wallpaper's intact. But let's look at other stuff. I just don't like what I'm seeing in the middle. Let's look at the start. The start activates this. What the heck is this? It looks weird. And now let's look at File Explorer. What the heck? Ew! Like, what the heck? It looks weird. I mean, I don't mind. It looks weird. Let's look at the videos. Okay. I mean, the folder looks kind of weird. Music, everything's intact. See all my files here. Pictures. See, everything's here. I just don't know if I like it, but I might take some time for me to get used to it. Let's look at see, look at that. What is that? I don't know. I guess the icons are supposed to. Okay, everything's here. Here's the drive. I didn't even have to use the drive, but I guess that's for the other methods. But see, it's still empty. Folder empty, so I didn't need to use it. I can go ahead and right click and eject it. Eject. Let's go ahead and remove that. Weird. Also, the sound is different. I mean, I don't mind the new design, it's just weird. Go ahead and close this. Okay, so like I said, I'm not a big fan, but let's see. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this. It looks weird. And then there's this news widget here on the left. So how do you disable it? I'm gonna right click, see if I can, maybe down here. Right click. Taskbar settings, widgets maybe. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, I disabled the widgets. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this. It looks funky. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. Let's see if we can type in system. Open. Everything should be intact. See everything. 64 gigs of RAM. All my information, yada yada yada. So yeah, successful installation of Windows 11. See Windows 11 Home. So now I'm using the latest, and if you want to update BIOS, okay, all I did was type in system, and then if you want to update, I guess update, check for updates. And oh, it looks weird. You're up to date. Let's check for updates just in case. And see, no problem, no issues. Oh, okay, it's updating something. Antivirus update for Windows security. I guess I can go ahead and enable the Avast. Oh, what the? Go ahead and enable Avast. Complete. And there's this one. I'm gonna do that later. Right now I'm gonna enable the virus, enable all shields, or something like that. Wait, should I enable all shields? Disable. Just gonna enable that later. Okay, so everything works. Like I'll do that later once I'm done with this. So yeah, everything works. All the videos, all the files, all the music are here. Images, pictures, and Steam's still here. See, we can go ahead and close this. See, my Steam is still here. Steam right here. GOG. I got it stored in another drive, so most of my OS is stored in this drive, 2 terabyte, and then Samsung has 2 terabyte stores. And then if you look what the File Explorer, so here, let's see, local disk C, right here, D, E, F. So all my games are here in D drive. So this is local disk C, is where my OS is installed, and it's got a lot of space. See, 1.81 terabytes. I mean, it uses a little bit of space for other stuff, but it's 2 terabytes. So see, this is the one I'm talking about. Look at this, 14 terabytes. That's for the other stuff, all the videos that I record. Because I remember downloading all my stuff from my previous YouTube and all my stuff from Twitch. When Twitch decided to delete all the highlights, I had to download everything and I stored them here. And then I got another external storage, and this one's an external one, which is 5.45 terabytes. I've had this one, I think, since 2019, so it's 6 years old. This one right here, this external drive, I call it thick book. Future storage, because this is the newest one I have. See, look at that, it's gigantic. It's 14 terabytes. So I got plenty of storage, and not to include these. Look at this. Look at this too. 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte. And plus, I don't even mention, I got another, there's two more external drives. You got external drives all over the place. So I can have a backup of a back. Not to mention, I got this. Remember this? I showed you guys not too long ago. This in addition to this. And the other one. Because I can swap. I got a swappable enclosure. Plug in USB and just transfer data to that instantly. So yeah, everything works as long as you back it up. Just back up your data, man. You know, it doesn't hurt. Just back it up. Saved everything. You know, back your data, man. Back your data. When I mean by backing it up, you know, not like back that thing up juvenile style. I'm talking about backing it up, saving it, everything, your files, your games, your videos, your music, your files, your documents, your everything. Just save everything on an external drive. So if you lose this drive, but as you can see, successful installation. And I hope this video helps you guys. So just, you know, follow it step by step, and now you have Windows 11. And yeah, later. Make sure you like, subscribe. You like this video, subscribe, share, click the bell icon, and then click all so you don't miss any new my latest uploads. And then yeah, later. You know, I'm gonna mess around with Windows 11 and see what new other features besides. Look at the temperature again. It's 132 degrees Fahrenheit. Maybe because I'm recording. Maybe if I stop recording, it's gonna go now. Later.